Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy Tuesday. I have to remember that it is Tuesday today. Yes, indeed. Off Monday. I hope that you had a good one. And glad to be here on Storytime. And we bring back a book. Oh, the one that I've come to love so much here on Storytime. This one is called Neighbors, and it is written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich. And of course, we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them for always allowing us to share so many wonderful books. Thank you so much for joining in. Glad you're here, and I'm glad that you could join us for this wonderful book. I hope that you have all that you need to make this Storytime even better. Thank you indeed for joining in. And as always, let us know where you're joining in from. And if anybody else is joining in with you, well, let us know so we can say hi to them. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Let your friends know, let your neighbors know that Storytime is here. Come on out and join us and have fun. And remember too, you don't always have to be here for the live. If you miss the live because of scheduling issues and of course timing not quite working out, well, you can always catch Storytime at storytimewithmisslimata.com, at Storytime with Miss Limata on Facebook and YouTube, and of course you can follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope that you have a wonderful start to your week, and of course looking forward to a great week ahead. Can't believe, January is fast moving along. January 2025 is moving along really fast. Today is the 21st already. I cannot believe it, but I'm glad that we're here, and indeed glad that we can share wonderful books together. Where are you joining us from, and who is joining in with you? Thank you for being here. Neighbors is back here on Storytime. Kasya Denisevich brings us this one, and of course Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, and you're in for a treat. Amazing pictures, amazing illustrations in this one. I think that the Sonoma coast there did do a fair attempt to match the picture of the pictures in this book today. I think that's just stunning. But so our book, we're in for a treat. Beautiful, beautiful pictures indeed by Kasya Denisevich, and a wonderful story as well. A great story to match. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back after this short break to get started with our story for today. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Hi, friends. I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Storytime with Mr. Limata. Bye!
Yes, welcome back. Thank you indeed, Marietta Apollonia, author of wonderful books, and of course has been here to Storytime, a friend of Storytime. We love you, Marietta, here at Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Henry, sending you love as well, and hopefully you're feeling much better by now. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and we appreciate you. To everybody that's joining in, thank you for being here on Storytime. Dari, good to see you here from out there in Bothell, Washington. Really good to see you. you, and I saw your name the other day too, and was just thinking, it's like, oh my goodness, yeah, it's been a few years of story time together, and it really made me happy to see your name on there, and hopefully everybody's doing well out there too. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Appreciate you, and yes, appreciate the Storytime love. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Yes, joining us out there in Bothell, Washington, Tori Gamble. Yes, thank you for being here with us, and get ready for our story, Neighbors, written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Neighbors. Yeah. You ready? All right, here we go. Neighbors, written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I know my new address by heart. 3 Ponds Lane. Yeah. Have you moved recently? Are you learning your new address? Are you like me? I know my new address by heart. 3 Ponds Lane. Building 2, apartment 12. Yeah. I know my new address by heart. 3 Ponds Lane, building 2, apartment 12. Well, welcome to your new home. And finally, I have a room to myself. Oh. But if you stop to think about it, and I finally have a room to myself. But if you stop to think about it, think about what? What is it? My ceiling is someone's floor, and my floor is someone's ceiling. Whoa, yeah. Is this how it is where you live? Yeah. Oh, there are all kinds of different homes out there, right? If I could stretch my hand through that wall, I could actually touch someone. And that someone is my new neighbor. Whoa, who is it? Yeah. Neighbors are really all around me. I wonder what they're doing right now. Are they going to bed just like me? Are they reading a book just like me? Are they having a snack just like you? Yeah, neighbors are really all around me. I wonder what they're doing right now. Are they going to bed just like me? Well, look at all those neighbors. Yeah. Do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? I wonder. Yeah. Neighbors are all around me. I wonder, do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? Are they at home? Yeah. Are they at home? Are they just leaving? Are they just getting back? Do they even exist? Well, that is a question indeed. Or maybe my building is my only neighbor. I wonder, do they even exist? Or maybe my building is my only neighbor. What if there is nothing at all beyond the walls of my room? Wow. What if there is nothing at all beyond the walls of my room? Yeah, something to think about. Yeah, is there a neighbor? Do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? Or maybe there's nothing at all beyond my walls. Well, lights coming on. It is morning time. The picture's amazing in this book. It's just stunning illustrations. I love the lighting. Well, today is the day to find out. Do my neighbors exist? Are they real? Yes, today is the day to find out. The opening. Who's there? Who could it be? Wait a second. Hi. Now, what about my classmates? I wonder what they are like. Yeah, met our neighbor. I wonder what my classmates are like. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. And you'll meet them very, very soon. And that is the end of our story. Oh my goodness, we can only wish our friend a happy first day at school in their new neighborhood, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for joining us here today on Storytime, and I'll be right back after this short break for more Storytime.
Hi, my name's Christine Mitchell-Adams. I'm a mama and an artist, and I believe that books are a great way for children to have access to the arts on an everyday basis, which is why I believe that programs like Storytime with Mr. Limata are so important.
Thank you so much for joining in. Welcome back. Kasya Denisevich out there in Vermont. Thank you for joining us here today on Storytime. Yes, access to the arts, so important for every child, for everybody really. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime, and I hope that you got to enjoy that story. It got you thinking, and hopefully you look out for it at your local library and get to read it at home. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Neighbors was our book. Beautiful illustrations, beautiful pictures indeed by Kasya Denisevich, and of course a big thank you to Chronicle Books of San Francisco for allowing us to share so many wonderful books here on Storytime, including Neighbors. Thank you so much for being here. And talking of Chronicle Books, we're back again tomorrow with another exciting book. This one coming to us from 12 Books, which is an imprint of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And we'll be doing some deep thinking. What about philosophy? An illustrated Q&A book for kids. Well, for everybody, really. I've enjoyed reading this book, preparing. I've enjoyed reading it in the past and cannot wait to bring it back tomorrow. I know we're supposed to bring it back a couple of weeks ago, I think, but could not. It didn't quite work out. Technology let us down, but we're back, and it'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we're back and everything works out perfectly, and we'll be here for another great story time. Thank you so much for joining in today, and please make a date. Join us tomorrow for What About Philosophy. If you thought this book today, Neighbors, had questions, some questions, thought-provoking questions, well, join us for this one tomorrow. You're in for a treat. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And I think one of the fun things really about doing Storytime over the last for almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years in March. Cannot believe it. Time is flying by. But almost 5 years has been meeting amazing people along the way, and just building community along the way, and seeing people like Tori come back and see you, here on Storytime today makes me really happy. And it's always just good to know how people are doing. And thank you for joining us here today on Storytime. And thank you for joining the other day too. And I'm sure you've been keeping up with Storytime. Thank you for being here. And I can imagine, because I was thinking too, there's some Storytime friends that joined in who were 1 at the time. Now they're almost 6. This is crazy to think about how much time has gone by, but really appreciative of the moments that we've had together here on Storytime, and long may it continue with amazing books. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Storytime today, coming to you from Moraga, California, and of course we're back again tomorrow with another exciting story. Thank you for being here. Thank you indeed for everything that you do to make this community a better place for everybody. Thank you indeed. And I'll continue to look in your neighborhoods and see how you can help, how you can be a good citizen in your community. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Biggest of hugs from me, and I'll see you again tomorrow when we're back with another exciting story. Much love. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Can think, read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely. Won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories. face with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing